and welcome back to Press X for Chromosomes, where I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I don't go this way.
We're going somewhere.
Check it out.
Oh.
Come take a look, Cloud.
Oh, he's awake.
Hello, sir.
Goodbye, sir.
Why are you very unenthused about my presence?
I know, right? Like, wouldn't you be concerned that 3 people who are not in uniforms whatsoever,
Or like normal civilian clothes.
yeah,
Dude has a gun on his arm. I'd be instantly concerned.
right?
Beautiful. But every little light burning bright runs off
Also, the
her
giant
blood.
sword. Tiva's the most innocuous.
Bleed her.
She is.
Never
Until you look
stop
at her
to think
fists.
how it'll end for them.
She's got little stabbies on hers.
Terrible but beautiful all the same.
You can
Eco power.
appreciate terrible beauty,
Yeah.
but also it's like terrible. Go this
Like
way.
how everyone was just like, "Oh my god, it's so beautiful," and Barrett's like, "I'm bringing this down."
He's like, fuck beauty. Hey kids.
Avalanche thinking. What are they even after?
Hello, I will tell you. Fuck Shinra.
Oh yeah, because we like blew up that one or something. So that one's working. That one's working.
Yeah.
That one's working.
And then the plates dropped,
Yeah,
which might be on the other side.
I'm thinking it might be on the other side. This doesn't look any. This looks like another JPG.
Yep. But there's windows on the other side, maybe?
Like the program, or I'm glad that one joke made it to Twitter. The fucking like, why because the Flash
Oh, yeah.
that was on Shitty Movie Facts.
Oh, was it?
On Reddit, yeah. It was fucking Shitty Movie Fact. You know, Barry Allen can break through glass because, you know, Windows no longer supports Flash. Yeah.
I cackled
I was
so hard.
I was
when
like, that's
saw
a clever one. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Sometimes they're really lazy, but fucking that one was actually a really good one.
Oh,
Hello, Avina.
Oh.
You must be here for our grand tour. Visitors have access to floors 60, 61, 62, as well as floor 63.
Don't
Fuck
we need to go
yeah.
to 64 though?
In that order. By the exit of each floor, you will find a device that will allow you to update the key card in your possession, thereby allowing you to access the next floor. And now begins your grand tour. Please enjoy the Shinra experience.
Why has this whole thing gotta be such a big pain in the ass?
I don't know about you, but this is kind of weird.
You think everything's going too well?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Think this is a trap?
Ha! If it is, then bring it on. Let's get this party started.
Like, where's the alarms? We've been actively
right?
infiltrating this place, and they're just like, visitor time, no problems.
Well, I mean, why would you just put your key card on there and just like it just updates?
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Can't talk to her anymore. I was like, gonna say, oh yeah, I'm really fascinated to find out how they handle
Man,
party
why we gotta get all
once
these
we get
damn
more
key
than
cards
4
just to
people.
get anywhere?
Yes.
This is Shinra
Because
HQ. The hell did you expect?
oh
Says
wait,
the former company man himself. Guess you'd know about all the rules, regulations, and red tape. It's like coming home, huh?
shut up. But fucking so it'd just be like they're in your party, they're in a central hub, and like,
right.
but like, and they might be part of your team as a guest, but they like, I mean, everyone phases into you, so it doesn't really fucking matter. And like, but you only can ever have 4 people
Right.
in your party.
So how are they gonna handle the
So
8?
so now, if we have like, cause like we're gonna have, I think, at least 5 or 6 now soon. With
Right,
us.
with Aerith and Kate Sith and Red.
Red. I can't remember if Kate Sith is here or not, but I know Red is. So are they all gonna fight with us,
Right.
or are they are gonna stand by because they're not in my technically active party?
Right.
This is some Citadel shit too. This
It really is.
take the stairs again.
You might. I thought she said elevator, but
No, it's pointing up. I'm just checking surroundings. The icon's pointing up, so I think
okay.
because it makes sense because it's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly it's in up because there's a little arrow that says up.
Right.
I know that much.
Okay. Stairs?
We could.
Wu-Tai's pulling their strings, you'll see.
I think the elevator is a short way.
Yes, every reactor, every pillar. Like I said, a full inspection.
I forgot.
There's no telling what kind of damage there might be. If you see anything out of the ordinary, I want to know.
Sorry to bother you, sir.
No, it's fine.
I
I'm not
brought
mad
the
at
damage
you.
assessment for Sector 7 you requested.
That is
Sir,
far too thin
Perhaps you should try and
for a
get some
plate
sleep.
falling.
No,
Well,
not
it's
yet.
like a digital sheet.
I
you
need
know?
to finish
maybe.
preparing a draft of the reconstruction plan before tonight's board meeting. Whatever reasons they might have had, destroying an entire sector it's beyond the pale.
Director.
It's
I would strongly
Blanc.
advise you not to send anyone else into this room.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, but they still listening.
I have a beard. Who are you? Oh, this guy.
That's Shinra himself, isn't it?
I don't think so, but I also don't
Okay.
remember enough about the game. I don't think there's anyone just called Shinra.
Well, like the guy who like founded Shin, or like the current president of Shinra.
No, that's not the current president.
Okay.
But now I'm just gonna say he is Shinra.
This is Shinra. Him.
He is Shinra.
The
That fucking kind of made me chuckle because it just was like, he is Shinra.
I don't know things.
No, the thing is, I don't know things well enough to confirm or deny either. That's why I'm just like, yes, I guess, sure. Memorial, let's fucking do it. Oh, one thing I learned too. Yeah, see how the other guy had the fucking beard?
Yes.
President
okay.
Shinra doesn't have the fucking
Okay.
beard. That's why. Also, the guy was bald. I knew he had hair.
Okay.
Oh,
I think he's a
hell
Wu-Tai
no.
dude.
Here,
The other guy.
in the memorial
Oh.
you can learn all about our president, as well as the various divisions
Dude.
that make up the company.
It's like Trump's
And, of
golden
course,
idol.
the city
Oh,
of
God.
Mako and the miracle of Mako energy. Whatever takes your fancy, you're sure to learn something new.
Yeah, shut up.
Sorry, I do not recognize. Shut up.
I recently learned that the reason why they look fucking wonky sometimes when they're talking or whatever, when their like voices look off. Apparently, Square Enix, when they hire voice actors and it's like in a new language or something like that, they just say, "Make it match."
Oh.
You know, take the sentence, make it match their like lip movements.
Right.
So like alter the sentence in a way that makes it match.
Right.
Or whatever, and they don't give you really any guidance on that. So it's just like that's why sometimes things just look super fucking off because it is
Okay.
following Japanese like mouth movements
Right.
and stuff like that. So in Japanese, this game probably looks fucking awesome.
Right.
But like
for English.
in English, there's some speed racer kind of moments.
Right.
you
And
know?
we also don't have the same mouth movements
Golden
that-
Gun.
Japanese has too.
Exactly, and we have similar ones, but like not everything's gonna be one for one.
Right.
He has a powerful weapon. Charges 1,000,000 a shot. That was the man with the golden gun is Christopher Lee and James Bond, who also played Saruman and fucking
shit.
Lord of the Rings and is super dead now, but he was a good fucking actor.
Yeah, he was. I was watching a video on narcissism
Oh, hell yeah.
from like cinema therapy.
Yeah, and he went,
and-
my brother? No.
I was
Also
watching
your
it.
sister, kind
I
of?
was watching it and I was like, oh yes, all this kind of fucking sucks. But it was
Yeah, it's hard to come to terms with that because you're like, no, not no.
yeah.
And then like, yeah.
But it was
Hey everybody,
about
how's the grand tour?
Gilderoy Lockhart.
Enjoying yourselves? Wasn't it fun
And
to learn about
they
China,
had, of
North
course,
Korean president? And
clips of Snape in there, Alan Rickman, and I was like,
I loved Alan
I
Rickman.
miss Alan Rickman.
He did such good fucking shit, dude.
He did.
He played a snively character, but fucking Hans
He had
Gruber forever in my heart, dude.
He had so many fantastic
roles. Just in general. Yeah, he was he was a fucking good actor.
Yes.
And he was a really kind man too, from what I understand.
So what, Riva's population, I'm guessing, like community, because these are like all the leaders.
Yeah.
Now, moving along. The next exhibit will teach you about the important work we do here by giving you a closer look at each of our divisions. I hope you're ready to be amazed because you simply won't believe all the exciting adventures we have here.
Hey.
Cool, let's go.
These all look so familiar.
Because we've destroyed a bunch of them already.
The Advanced Weaponry exhibit is currently undergoing maintenance. We apologize for the inconvenience.
I like how they made the CGI model super fucking busty.
Oh, well, hell yeah. You gotta see her. I mean, her dress can't not make her busty. I'm glad they actually didn't. They toned down Tifa a tiny bit. Like,
what's up, Shorty?
Read this paper right here. Give me a moment.
I'm glad there's height differences too.
I mean, his legs are through the.
I'm glid there's height differences.
Like, clearly it's
You mean your legs? You mean your legs don't stop at the knees? This is like Fire Emblem Awakening legs.
Yeah, basically.
It just goes out to point.
That being said, since we have plenty of Mako at the present, those plans are currently on hold. It's a bit of a shame.
This is just fuel for Barrett to get pissed.
Yeah, he's like,
he's gonna pop a vein.
What I kind of wanted to say too, though, if you guys are ever looking to like narcissism, you're like, oh no, that's me. You're not a narcissist if you fucking are recognizing that, like, if you can admit that you share some problems, you're not a narcissist.
Exactly.
Because that's the thing that is about narcissism, is that fucking they can't admit that.
They can't recognize it.
They can't recognize that they're doing those things. They just fucking do them. Yeah. It takes a lot of work and medication for them to recognize those things, and they have to want to do that.
Right.
And wow, crazy that narcissists don't, because they think they have a. They think they're fucking hot shit all the time.
And
they're never wrong, and they never fucking cause problems.
And don't try to fix a narcissist, because it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
You're just going to put yourself in danger.
I've tried for 30 years, and it fucking has. And it sucks, because that's my oldest friendship, and I failed at it.
Right. You didn't fail at it.
Well, it did fail, though. Like, I've never been able to be Max's friend, really, because he doesn't want to be my friend. But like... And so, in my eyes, I did fail at it, but at the same time, it wasn't through my own inability.
Right.
It was
wasn't
just
you.
Overall, it was a failure, and it sucks to kind of come to terms with that, because you're like, oh my god, that's my first attempt, and it never worked out.
Right.
But like at the same time, I mean, I gotta move on.
It wasn't on you.
Yeah.
You tried so fucking hard.
Yeah. And he fucking squandered all of them.
Yeah.
I remember in the original, back to the game, liking Reeve, okay? Like, he wasn't the worst. Like, it was like he was... It struck me kind of as a tragic antagonist of, like, he's just in this position.
Right, like, this is his job, and he actually gives a shit about people.
But he gives a shit about people, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, considering he was already just like, oh my god, why the fuck did they do that?
Yeah.
Much easier access to numerous locations all across Midgar. We appreciate your patience and understanding in the meantime.
Have we met Reeve before this?
We have seen him.
Okay.
We have not personally met him in terms of the game, but we have absolutely seen him. Like, not many, but he was the one. I think if they didn't introduce him slightly earlier, he got introduced when they dropped the plate.
Okay.
Because he was like, "No, you can't do that."
Okay.
And then they were like, "Watch us."
Because we play these so spaced out that I have a hard time remembering like all the little details.
Fuck, same man.
To ensure the safety of all residents around the clock.
Yeah, that light took the other rail. It was the light
is.
rail. Which is funny for us because that's what our transit station.
Yeah, it's actually called a light
is
rail.
called. Yeah.
It's making a lot of really good progress.
Is it actually?
Yeah, like they've got structure at least built all the way up to Shoreline.
Oh,
now.
wow. Fucking crazy.
Yeah,
because the problem was people didn't want it running through the backyard like the Centennial Trail.
Right.
So like that's why it's been a project for like literally all of our
20
lives.
years, yeah.
Yeah, and fucking they were like when like 10 years ago they're like, well in like 10 years it should be like all the way up to Arlington.
And it
but like
hasn't.
bureaucratic shit. And so
Yeah.
it's like by the time we're 100 it might be up to fucking like Everett.
Yeah.
Might. That's a hard might.
Recreated in 1/10,000th scale. As you can see here, the 8 Mako reactors form a ring around the center of our city and keep Midgar running day and night. The Mako which flows beneath our feet is a truly limitless resource. At Shinra, we have developed technologies to extract it and transform it into the fuel and electricity that powers everything we do. Thanks to the miracle
Including dropping plates on people.
Or like how they said it's limitless and it's like clearly not.
Yeah, right.
Mako keeps our lights on at night
Fossil fuels.
Mm-hmm.
into the city that never sleeps. The
Keep just sucking helium. We'll never get that back.
I bet Midgar has 24-hour dentists.
They probably do.
Except that Mako has made people's lives better.
Were we talking about that like nightlife?
Yeah.
On the channel. I couldn't remember if we were talking off cam or on cam.
I think we talked about it off cam.
Yeah. We're talking about like there should be like a 24-hour kind of, but there's not enough population that works at night to do that. But there is a population that works at night, and then like, but like I can't go to the dentist. It completely disrupts my fucking schedule.
Yep.
Because fucking nothing is open during my lifestyle.
Yep. It's
So-
just like
and then like, but Las Vegas kind of is
Right.
That place that does that, and it's just it was just yeah. Midgar probably is 24 hours, 24/7. If
New
they
York
even
probably
are
does,
like
too.
a 7-day, I don't know their fucking year
Oh, well,
calendar.
yeah. 24/7 because that's what we know in time.
Right.
I always enjoy it when
Please proceed to the 61st floor. The visual
when
entertainment
books that have like a completely different world have a different like day, time, whatever cycle.
visual entertainment hall.
Because I mean it's still based on like what we know. So
Through an immersive
one
visual
book
audio experience. Please relax and enjoy the show.
story I was reading, I can't entirely remember what it was because I'm pretty sure it was time was only mentioned once it was mentioned because like otherwise it was like kind of like taken for granted, like like time was passing, like there was day and night cycles and that kind of stuff. Once time was mentioned and it was fucking bizarre whatever units of measurements they used. But I was like, you literally have only mentioned in this entire story a unit of measurement for time and like tracking and that kind of stuff. You could have just like left it alone.
Yeah. Like, because like, is it relevant or is it not relevant?
Right. Like I really don't mind like fantasy books if they don't.
Dude, you guys are in a fucking visual theater.
Yeah, right?
Cloud's like, oh my god, I've never seen fucking cool things like this.
Oh, this is pre-rendered.
Are we fucking in Final Fantasy 14?
Maybe.
This looks like the fucking beginning of it a little bit, like when
Yeah,
you're like
with like the
floating
crystal,
around.
yeah.
This shit's awesome.
Yeah, holy cow.
Many millennia before we discovered Mako, these precursors were already pioneering its use. Somehow they learned of the great reservoir of energy pulsing beneath their feet.
This is absolutely pre-rendered. He's got his Buster Sword.
And once they had,
And they probably have a green and blue
developed the
material.
harness this powerful energy and bend it to their will. The fruits of their labors have survived.
Bear
this
has just a
very
basic
day.
AK-47. Dude, the forbidden candy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Who has endured.
The gumballs are getting away.
Who are born of the planet. With her we speak.
Oh, hey, Ifrit.
With flesh
Hey, Shiva.
we shape.
Bahamut?
Unto her promised land shall we one
There's a
day
couple different dragons, so I don't know.
by her loving grace and
I think
providence
Bahamut's in this one.
may we take our place in paradise. Alas, the ancients themselves are
Yeah,
long
this is
gone.
even in fucking their own beautiful game. You can tell what's
can
super
tell.
pre-rendered because their technology is so much better.
Yes.
It's like fucking when my friend
Before their fiery end, did
Fuck
the
it.
ancients find their promised land?
he was like, oh my
Even
god.
now, we have only to wonder.
But like fucking his like pupils are dilating too, which is really interesting.
And the Shinra Electric Power
Civ
Company
5,
to
Civ
change
7.
like the ancients,
But that race is
we've harnessed the
what
power of
Aerith is a direct descendant of, is the
Yeah.
ancients. Okay.
So they're basically telling us what Aerith is,
Okay.
Are they out there watching us?
and they didn't give this to you in the original.
Oh,
this is
I am
brand fucking
sure.
new. That's why I was like, oh my god, wow.
A green and verdant land where boundless Mako energy will provide for our every need. Shinra is working for you to fulfill the hope of the ancients and lead us to that promised land. We shall not rest until our dream is realized.
I like how that's their end goal.
Is
Looks.
is like green core. What
Yeah.
they call it. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it kind of looks like one of the gardens in Final Fantasy VIII.
maybe it is. No. Uh-oh.
Hey, Sephiroth.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, this guy. I was wondering when he would come back.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Okay, they're experiencing it too. Yeah. Oh, he's predicting the future. Showing us if Sephiroth gets his way.
Oh, his
Oh, he is supposed
meteor.
to be Sephiroth. What?
Stab Tifa.
Oh, Clutch is having a fucking bad time. Tifa and Barrett are probably still there. They're like, what's going on? Is he having a stroke?
Yeah. This would make such a fucking cool desktop.
I'm sure people have already done that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm seeing so many potentials for cool thumbnails.
Yes.
I gotta pick one. This sucks.
Oh dear.
It's gotta be this guy. No.
You should absolutely make it this guy.
Like the shittiest quality thumbnail. You should just like 8-bit, like pixel it out.
Oh, I don't know if this is.
This is not pre-rendered. You can tell because it's slightly shittier, or maybe it is. It just feels like maybe it's because it's just not so much dynamic lighting,
Right.
That it's registering as shittier. To me.
And I was like looking at the eyes, being
That
like,
thing made me want to puke. And not
No.
and now he's like, because
Yeah.
his mouth is off.
"Yep."
ought to come with a warning. That ain't for kids.
I wasn't just.
Yeah, I would have actually vomited probably if I didn't know that was coming. That would have fucking instantly got me like
So yeah,
vertigo, fucking motion sickness, all of
Yes.
that. I would have ralphed
mean-
instantly on the floor. Also, because then now I know that definitely is the floor. Because like,
Right.
everything
You at
else
least
is
have, like,
moving
a
around,
base.
but you just
Yeah.
having fucking a vomit that's
Dude.
flying around with you too.
no, like doing like the flying over Washington tour thing, where you're literally strapped into
Yeah.
a fucking chair.
Yeah. It
You
reminds
still cannot tell like where anything is. It's really freaky. Actually,
It reminds me of a little bit, but to a lesser degree, the Mass Effect experience at Great America Parks that like Francis and I went to, and they kind of did a very similar thing. I was like,
Oh, jeez.
I was like, "Where's the ground?" Time to barf. I was like, "We're gonna Ralph."
Yeah,
But yeah, no, like that's pretty cool.
that was really
that
fucking
was a
awesome.
worthwhile addition.
Holy
to that.
shit!
When
it gives you just more lore about the world too, which is so awesome.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's just, there was something I was thinking of, but I can't fucking remember now. Damn it. Whatever. But yeah, no, like, oh, that was what I was going to say. It still has, unfortunately, Square Enix is so good at things that they're constantly being great at fucking their gameplay graphics and then their cinematic graphics.
Right.
And there's still
A massive difference.
yeah, you could still tell
can
the
still
difference
tell.
because they're both advancing, but they're
Right.
like not advancing. They're like at the same rate. They're like parallel advancements
But-
constantly, where they're always like their cinematics are always going to look better than their gameplay, even though their gameplay looks phenomenal
I
now.
bet you $10 though, it's console limitation.
Oh, probably.
I bet you that's what it is.
If it's
I
on
wonder.
if it was on PC, it probably would look just flawless.
Yeah,
through and through.
I wonder if we were playing this on the PS5, if the normal gameplay would be even crisper.
if the PS5 doesn't melt.
That's
PS5
fair.
has so many.
That
well,
is fair.
But like, but yeah, no, like fucking, it just reminds me of like back in the day when like Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, and my friend was like, dude, playing like the last mission of like Sora and stuff like that, and being like, dude, you can't believe how this is like it's gonna look exactly like the game, and it looks pretty good, right? Like, yeah. And then fucking the cinematic happened and looked way better in the game. I was like, you fucking tricked me. And I've known that from that day on. I've registered literally. Fucking,
you can tell
Square Enix games are always that.
Yep,
you can always tell when it's a pre-rendered. Like, but I couldn't quite tell. But the sword was a great call.
I noticed immediately because when they turned around, I was like, "Why does he have his Buster sword?" I was like, "Oh, this is pre-rendered."
Whereas the thing that made me kind of wonder if it was pre-rendered, but not certain, was that everything just looked crisper and everything. He had features on his face that kind of get washed out here.
Yes.
Welcome, Avalanche, I presume. My name is Hart, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
I think the elevator skips all of this. The like second elevator you can take.
Oh.
So if you want to just like speed run.
Just a mouthpiece for Shinra?
Yes. The mayor of our dear Midgar. The most magnificent city ever built. That Mayor Domino. The visual entertainment hall has been experiencing technical difficulties of late.
You don't say.
That these difficulties might impede your progress.
So what does the mayor want with us?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him that yourself.
Guess we're supposed to follow.
I guess Tifa was right.
I was gonna say though, when we first came in here, I was like, I would be like absolutely like legitimately thrilled if this was real life, because I'm like, this place looks nice. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting like a virtual cool tour.
Yeah. I thought this was the library, then I started getting excited, then said archives, and I was like, no.
I mean, kind of.
Yes, I know.
Look at this place.
Looks like a boring library.
You telling me the mayor's some kind of crazy book?
No. It's like every volume of like all of the encyclopedias and all the dictionaries. And like,
now in this version.
And then what is it where it's like an almanac? It's like all the almanacs too.
Fucking almanacs, dude.
I fucking hate almanacs. This one book is off. Touch it. I love how you can still kind of tell.
The book was as big as his hand. That's a thick book.
It's a button. It's not a book. It's a button.
Thick button.
Mm.
He takes it out. It actually is a book. It's just on this like slider button.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of the library in Dragon Quest 11.
You get a part 2 library. It is cool looking.
It is very cool.
Like if this was a library, I'd fucking be like,
I would be I would be running
even as
everywhere.
Even as an archive, it's cool. It's just
This is a trap.
if I pretend it's a library, it's more interesting.
Right.
All right. Well, this is a good place to stop.
Yes, it is.
So, just in case they say anything, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of We Meet the Mayor.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe he'll cut a ribbon for us or something. With
Maybe
comically large scissors.
That's where we get the red ribbon that they all have in Advent Children, where they tie it around their arms.
They specifically, Aerith's sitting there, and they fucking all cut it from her dress right there. We need this for later. For
we don't know why, but
remembering what?
Things. The planet not being hit by a meteor.
Yeah. What? Meteor? Gotta stop that. Get stabbed. Anyway, good place to stop. So until next time. Bye.